guys, if you are seeing this, that means that it is Wednesday again. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Worship Wednesday. It is not a mistake that God has brought you back here again, or brought you here for the first time. I am blessed, humbled, and honored that you continue to come back week after week to see what God is doing in and through my life, but told through a profession of dance. As always, I am glad you're here, and let's just hop right into it. Just a quick housekeeping thing. I'm aware that the dance cuts off before the song is over. It was a really hot day it is a really hot day as I'm shooting this. My phone overheated, and yes, I could have reshot it, but also no, I did not want to reshoot it, because would you rather have a overheated phone or overheated me? I'm gonna go with the phone. And also, it was pretty much fairly through the song, so that's why I didn't necessarily feel pulled or inclined to reshoot, but I just wanted to let you guys know, because I have posted videos that have cut off and people have said something to make me repost, and so I just want you to know that I'm well aware. Without further ado though, let's just hop into this week. Can I take a minute to talk about the significance, the importance, and the validity of obedience? I once heard a prophet say, and I don't remember which way it was, but it was either like, your disobedience is the reason for someone's disbelief in God, or your obedience is the reason for someone's belief in God. Either way, they're saying the same thing, just in a different way, or different words. And honestly, that stuck with me. And I heard that, I don't know, a couple years ago at this point. And then you read certain things where it's like, God asked somebody to do something crazy or ridiculous or completely off brand, and then it ended up being like, oh, somebody asked me, and I've heard stories like, somebody asked me, God told me to bring this person some toilet paper, and I thought that was crazy, but they were on some hard times, and money was funny, whatever, and they had ran out of toilet paper that morning, and or God told a preacher to wear leggings to church, and she almost didn't do it, but she went back in the house and put her leggings on, and at some point during her sermon she did a cartwheel, and somebody gave their life to Christ because she was like, somebody gonna have to do some weird, some trick, some this, some that. They gonna have to do something like a cartwheel in order to get me to believe. God, if you real, have somebody do a trick or something like that. And the woman cartwheeled, and so she gave her life to God. And so as playful or as funny or as light as those examples may seem, what it really says to me is that God will use us in many ways, and God will test our obedience in some things that are so small or so mundane to us, to the person that's being asked, but the reality of it is that it has has the potential to have such a grand impact to somebody else, and then you don't know what ripple effect or what grand ultimate impact it has for the kingdom at large, or the capital C church. I say all this to say, I was having a series of darker days, Saturdays, Saturdays, and I had said a prayer to God about wanting to feel seen, feeling overlooked, feeling forgotten, and just was crying about a whole lot. And I am super grateful for somebody else's obedience. She sometimes watches these videos, so if you're watching, hey girl. I was on my way, it was a Tuesday, I was on my way to dance practice, and I cried the entire way there. I don't know how I got from New Jersey to New York crying the entire time, but I did. And oh my gosh, if you guys could see the size of this bug that just flew on the screen.
Y'all think I can continue? I'm gonna post the picture of it here. And you think I can continue? I don't think I can continue. I'm gonna cut this and start over, okay? Okay, because this bug gotta go. It gotta go. The enemy trying me, because I don't even want to stop the video. I can't touch it. It's on the screen. I just need you for 2 seconds. So I'm shooting a context video, right? I'm in the middle of talking real deep, real spiritual stuff, okay? The biggest bug on earth has landed on the phone, and now I can't even cut the video off to stop it. Can you see that bug? I don't care that it's a grasshopper. I care that it's huge and it's on the phone, and I can't not look at it. It's distracting, and I want to start the video over, but I'm afraid to touch the phone. Look at it. Look at it. And just cry. Can you please go somewhere else, bug? Please. Please, bug, just go away. Dear God.
We're back. As I was saying before, I was so disrespectfully interrupted. I had cried all the way to practice. And I thought I had pulled myself together enough to make it through dance. And maybe I did, or maybe I didn't. At any rate, our captain, we were stretching, you know, warming up how we do. They were playing music, and she says, you know, something just got put on my spirit. So she asked somebody to dim the lights in the studio, and started playing this song. That's how this is connected. It's this song, Dependable God. And she came and she sat with me. And I don't know where all these tears came from, because did I not just cry for an hour and a half solid? But when I tell you the floodgates opened, and I just remember her continuing to emphasize, like, it's something in my spirit I couldn't let go of. Something in my spirit that just wouldn't let me move past it. Like, I was just gonna be like, all right, we're here to do this, but like, something in my spirit just wouldn't let me move. I couldn't get past it. I just knew it was for somebody, and then at some point I knew it was for you. And I think about if she had to just brushed it off. Like, if she had to just let it go. If she had to just been like, maybe I'm overthinking it, or maybe I just sensed she was off, or maybe she's okay. Like, if she had to just went about her, and let's be honest, like, it wouldn't have made me no difference, because I would have never known that she got that unction. I would have never known that she had that feeling in her gut. I would have never known. But I would have continued to feel how I was feeling. I would have continued to question and feel overlooked or forgotten, and continue to struggle how I was struggling, who knows, even worse so, because I then had the opportunity to emotionally release. And if I hadn't had that opportunity, only God knows what that alternate path would have looked like. So I say all this to say, like, sometimes it seems like the most random or minuscule small things, but you don't know what an impact it could have for somebody else. That's why it is so important to be keen and tapped into the voice of God and to the Spirit of God, and to be anticipating Him to speak, because He will. And sometimes it's through unctions and feelings and convictions. Be mindful that your emotions are not necessarily a response to God speaking. I don't ever want to misspeak. I always be like, do I need to say that? Should I say that? I don't know. I felt like I needed to say that. I just wanted to say that. But you just have to be mindful, because you don't know what God could be using you for. And so she played a couple songs that allowed me to cry my precious little eyes out. And then we continued on to practice. And although nothing changed in my situation. Nothing changed in my circumstances. God confirmed for me that he heard me. God said, okay, my daughter is getting to a point where she's getting weary, she's getting tired, and she needs to be reminded that I can hear her. That her prayers are not falling on deaf ears. They are not sitting in the confines of her car, sitting in the confines of her room and just sitting there stagnant. I'm still God, and I'm still moving, and I'm still working. And imagine if it's something as small as playing a song or bringing somebody a roll of toilet paper that can give that to somebody, and you decided to overlook it because it's not that deep, or there's no way God said that. But you don't know what magnitude that can weigh on somebody else. And I am so thankful, so grateful to have people around me that hear from God, and not only hear from God and obey. Because who knows what our lives, my life, would look like if we weren't around people that heard from God and obeyed. So I feel like Dependable God is also an appropriate song because he showed me that it doesn't matter what comes my way. He's still God. He showed me that he is dependable. He showed me, like, okay, whatever you're thinking, you're feeling, however you feel like I should be moving or whatever you want to see done, I'm working on something and it's just not ready to be revealed to you yet, but you need some reassurance here. And I am happy, glad that I had the opportunity to have one of those testimonies. Like, I didn't know if God was hearing me. I didn't know if he was still listening. I felt like I was disconnected. I wasn't sure what I had done to get out from the space where God and I were communing together, but God. But he reminded me, but he showed me, but he revealed to me. And I pray that whoever sees this video, whoever glances upon this, whoever can hear my voice, has more and more opportunities for God to show you just how God he is, just how committed he is to you, and just how much he loves you. Because he does. Because he is present. Because he will never leave you nor forsake you. Because he is joy in our chaos. Because he is still a strong tower. Because he is powerful and all-knowing. And he wants to be all those things for me. He wants to be all those things for you. He wants to be all of those things for us. So I thank you so much for rocking with me through the interruption. I'm just going to leave it there because I feel like it says it all. God is a dependable God, even in moments where we lose traces of where he is. And if you seek, if you ask, it will be given unto you. And sometimes that's just as simple as him reminding you that he heard you. And I love him for that. As always, thank you so much for stopping by for this week. I pray that something that I said or some movement that you saw gives you something to talk about with God today. I pray that you take it a step further, that you continue to share what God is doing in and through your life, and you're able to talk to people about the reasons why you believe. I thank you for coming back week after week, and God willing, I will see you next week. This has been your weekly episode of Worship Wednesday. Thanks.
Dependable, dependable God. It doesn't matter what comes my way, you are still God. Intentional, intentional God. Everything is working out for my good. Dependable, dependable God. It doesn't matter what comes my way, you are still God. Yeah, yeah. Intentional, intentional God. Everything is working out for my good. excess love. Yeah. You love me too much. You love me too much. Excess love. Thank you for loving me too much. Unconditionally love. Thank you for loving me too much. Thank you for loving me too much. Unconditionally. Thank you for loving me too much. Thank you for loving me. Where would I have been? Where would I have been without you? You love me too much. Oh, Kakame, now him you be. You are A to Z, and everything in between. I'm my mama's, now you be the most high king. Eche tobi ezike, odiro yedikaki. I'm my mama's, now you be the most high king. Eche tobi ezike, odiro yedikaki. Now I'm standing here only because you